Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my weekly TBR for the first week of October. Say it with me everybody, it's TBR time! Yay! And to add an extra yay, it is October TBR time. We are getting into my favorite time of the year. October spooky season, then we delve deeper into fall in November, and then we get into the holidays with Christmas, and oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I'm so excited. Couple things before we get into the weekly TBR. So for the last few weeks, I've been picking. It's late in the day, you guys. I have been picking 3 books a week to read. I decided let's up the ante, because why not? And I decided to pick 4 books this week. And I'm going to see how that goes. And if I do pretty good on the 4 books, and I have a feeling I can, then we might keep it at 4. I don't think I'm going to go above 4 for the week. If I can do 4 books a week, that puts me at 4, 8, 16 books for the month, plus my throwback books that I'm going to be reading. So that's 20. That is perfectly reasonable, I think. So that's the one thing that I wanted to say. So the other thing I want to say is that I'm actually going to be playing a game. Now, I've been doing the Spookoplathon board that was created by Becca over at Becca and the Books. And I will leave a link to her below. She also created one for October, which is the Spookoplathon board, which I think is just, she is so creative. Like, honestly, she came up with this board, came up with all the prompts, and not only that, she like drew all the things. Like, I am just beyond at the creativity and artistry that this girl has. She is fabulous, seriously. So I'm using the board for the month of October, so I'm very, very excited about that. I absolutely love it. I have already done my rolls, so I am going to be just sitting here and showing you guys the books, but I'm going to like go back and show you the screen captures that I got for each of the rolls, if that makes any sort of sense. So yeah, so I am super, super excited. In November, I'm going to go back to using the original board that I was using for the last few weeks. And I have something special planned for December, a readathon that's going to be happening. So stay tuned for that. More information early in November, I think. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And I might even try my hand at creating one of these boards myself with my own kind of prompts. Like more of an everyday board, not a Halloween-y, spooky type board, to use next year. So that might be something I'm going to be trying myself. So we shall see. I've got a few months to make a decision. So I've got my witch hat on because we're all about the spooky books now, my friends. I even have my little friend here with me. This is Scary. Her and I have been picking some books, and I adore her. I've had her for so many years. I need to take her to work to sit her on my desk. This is like one of the only Beanie Babies that I actually have. Well, 2. I forgot. Frady I have as well. Because every good witch needs a black cat. So yeah. So they have helped me pick this TBR, but I've got them sitting here on my desk with me right now. So first of all, before we jump into the spooky TBR, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the Babysitter's Club book of the week, because as I mentioned in a previous video, for those of you who might be participating, I am kind of hosting a Babysitter's Club read-along, and every week we're going to read a new book in chronological order, like the order that they were released. And I've already reread the first 3. So now we're on to book number 4. If you guys are not on book number 4, if you're further ahead, it doesn't matter. For those of you who want to kind of keep up with what I'm doing, I'm just kind of share with you the book for this week. So this week's book is going to be Marianne Saves the Day, of course, by Anna Martin. Book number 4 in the Babysitter's Club series. I have to say, I love this cover. So when they released the books for Kindle, they changed the covers, and I didn't mind the redo of book 1, book 2, book 3, fine. Book 4 I do not like. I really do not like it, because Marianne looks like she's about 27, and I don't like it at all. This cover is fabulous. She looks 13, or 12. Like she looks like a scared little 12-year-old who's got a sick child who she doesn't know what to do about that. So I'm not even going to bother showing it here, but if you guys go on Kindle and look at the ebook cover, I'm not a fan. I do like the new drawing one. I think that one's because I've got it over on my shelf up there as well. But the original will always have, like, I just love that book, the cover of this book so much. So anyway, book number 4 is what we're going to be reading this week. So, all that being said, 5 minutes into this video, guys, let's jump into the Spookopoly board game, again created by Becca over at Becca and the Books. And let's go to the first roll. Okay, friends, so let's go ahead and spin the dice for our first roll. What are we going to get? 5. Okay, 5. So let's go over to our board here. I'm using this adorable little pumpkin for my marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does this say? Okay. Oh, that's right. She's using Taylor Swift songs for the railroads, which I absolutely approve of, by the way. Love me some Taylor Swift. They're burning the witches even if you aren't one. So let's see what the prompt is for that here. So, bear with, guys, the property spaces. Let me scroll a little bit further down here to corner spaces, Taylor stations, or train stations. Seeing as 2023 is the year of Miss Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour, all the train stations on this year's board are spooky Taylor Swift lyrics. So, They're Burning the Witches Even If You Aren't One is from the song I Did Something Bad. Read a book featuring witches, the occult, cults, or rituals. Feel free to open to interpretation. Well, this one makes it easy, doesn't it, friends? Considering I am doing the Witches Need Love 2 readathon. So let's go find a book for that one. So in the words of the great Chandler Bing, could that have been any more perfect? What a great first roll. Oh my gosh. Because I am also, forgot to mention this, I am also hosting a readathon this month called the Witches Need Love 2 readathon to read witchy romance. So for my first roll to be to read a witch book, double thumbs up. So the book that I picked for this is Playing the Witch card by K.J. Del Antonia. I am so looking forward to this book. I had a pile of witch books I could have picked because I had done the whole video on the Witches Need Love 2 readathon, and I showed you guys a bunch of books, so I just kind of looked at them really quick, and I'm like, yes, this one was jumping out at me like, read me now. So, yeah, she gave up on magic, but magic didn't give up on her. I love the cover. I think it's gorgeous. 3 generations of magic, 2 rogue exes, 1 tarot deck, the perfect recipe for chaos. So yeah, super, super excited about this one. Cannot wait to get to it. And yeah, let's jump into roll number 2. Okay, friends, let's go for our second roll of the dice. 7. Okay, what does 7 get us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A mood read. Well, again, seems easy enough. I just want to double check to make sure. Mood read. Any book you feel like reading. If you are building a TBR at the beginning of the month, you can choose a book that you're making your TBR or save it for during the month and pick up a book that suits your mood at the time. Well, since I'm going week to week, I'm just going to pick a mood read. So that is absolutely fantastic. A mood read. Seriously? A mood read. Like, okay, sure, whatever. Again, I went back to my pile of witchy books and I'm like, let's just pick something else. And this is the book that I am the most excited about getting to this month. I wanted to get to it last year and I never did. So yeah, I am super, super stoked. So the mood read is going to be The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. I have this gorgeous, again, UK edition that I love so, so much. Oh my gosh. Witch wanted. Live-in tutor wanted for 3 young witches. Must have nerves of steel. Previous teaching experience not necessary. Witchiness essential. So yeah, I cannot wait to read this book. I think there's some of you who want to read this as well. So if you want, you can pick it up Like, I'm picking it up at the beginning of the month, but you can read it whenever you want. If there are others of you who are reading this, I mean, come and discuss it. I'm going to open up the October reading thread over on my Discord. So if you guys want to discuss the books that you're reading. But yeah, I am so excited about this book. I cannot wait to get to it. I think it is going to be delightful. So let's get on to roll number 3. Okay, friends, let's go for roll number 3. 11. Okay, let's see where 11 takes us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It says crows and ravens. Interesting. Let's see what that means. My assumption would be a book with a crow or a raven on it. So it's under the red spaces. Ravens and crows, beware these harbingers of death. Read a book with a bird or features on the cover with a bird on the cover or a type of bird in the title. Ooh, interesting. Okay, this one might be a hard one. Let me see what I can find. So, a book that has a bird on the cover or in the title. So originally when I saw this one, this book actually came to mind first. And I thought, I'm almost certain there's a bird on the cover. There is no bird on the cover of this book. I think I was thinking about this witch hat, but I was like, so disappointed. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm kind of going through the books that I had sitting in that pile of kind of witchy books. And I found this one. Now, it's not a witchy book, but it's definitely a spooky, mystical, otherworldly, which is what I'm going for in the month of October. Not everything is going to be witch or Halloween themed. I'd also like to get to some middle grade at some point. That's one of my other goals because, of course, my friends Storm and Lee are hosting the Halloween readathon, and I really want to participate in that as well. So hopefully we shall get something that comes up for that later. But I was going through the pile of books, and I found this one. And I looked at the cover, and I went, oh, there's a frog on the cover. Not a bird, a frog. Until I looked closer. And there's a bird on the cover. The book, Assistant to the Villain, by Hannah Nicole Maher. I cannot wait to read this one. As soon as I saw this, I had to pick it up. So yeah, I am super, super stoked. Only the good die, it says. Assistant wanted, notorious, high-ranking villain, seeks loyal, level-headed assistant for unspecified office duties, supporting staff for random mayhem and terror, and other dark things in general. Discretion a must. Excellent benefits. I cannot wait. But yep, we have a bird right there on the cover. We also have a frog, in case you're curious to see the frog. But no, we do have a bird. So very, very excited about this one. Yay! And last up, let's get to roll number 4. Okay, my friends, I might be pushing it this week with 4 books, but let's see what we can get for our 4th roll. Here we go. 8. Okay, the number 8. Let's see. So we were at Crows and Ravens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It says Jigsaw. That's creepy looking. Can I just say, though, what an amazing job Becca did on this board. It's just fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. The drawings are delightful. So anyway, Jigsaw. So we're into the green category section. Do you want to play a game? A book that features a game, trials, or a tournament. Ooh, I'm thinking about that inheritance game book. That one might be good, and it's one that I really wanted to read. All right, let's see what I can find. So I think what I said for this one was the inheritance games, which originally I was absolutely going to go for. I was like, okay, let me see if my library has it available or something like that. Maybe I can borrow it, definitely, and read it. So I was looking over at my books to find the other books, and then this book caught my eye, and I'm like, oh my God, it's in the title. I need to read this one. And it just has that kind of very, again, mystical, otherworldly element to it, and I really want to read it because everybody who I've heard who has read this has really enjoyed it, so I'm super stoked. So for the game prompt, I'm going to be reading The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. I cannot wait. Tiffany Rice. Tiffany Rice's pen name. I mean, it just looks mystical, does it not? It's delightful. Like the moon and the purple, and oh, I absolutely love it. So this is the Book of the Month edition that I got that I think pretty much everybody else has. Years ago, a reclusive, mega best-selling author quit writing under mysterious circumstances. Suddenly, he resurfaces with a brand new book and a one-of-a-kind competition, offering a prize that will change the winner's life. So yay. I cannot wait to read this one. I'm so excited, you guys. This game has been so much fun already, and it's only the first week. So yeah, super stoked. So the one thing I did want to say is that what I try and do generally is if I can, I borrow the book on audio, and then I listen to audio on the way to and from work, or sometimes at work if I have some time. Unfortunately, all these books, except for this Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, are all brand new. Like, they literally just came out. So to get your hands on the audio from the library is near to impossible. It's like a 14 to 20 week wait for all of them. So I would have to buy the audiobooks, and I'm just not down for that because that's expensive. I mean, I've already bought the books. My whole thing is with audio is that if I can borrow the audiobook, I will. And I have canceled my Audible subscription because I'm trying to get the audiobooks for free, because I'm trying to listen to audio of books I already own. So it looks like this is going to be a week of reading actual physical books, my friends, which, you know what? I am perfectly fine with, because all these are gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get to them. So yeah, so there is my TBR. I keep banging myself in the hat. How do witches do this? They don't throw books around the way that I do. Clearly. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great first week for October. And let's see how well I do, my friends. So anyway, that is it for this video today. Do let me know in the comment section below, what are you reading this first week in October? And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, everybody.